Good morning, Gophers and Wolves. Today we are going to start by reading the story right after Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. This story is called A Gift for Jesus. One evening, Jesus and his disciples were visiting Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Mary poured some expensive perfume on Jesus' feet. Then she dried his feet with her hair. Judas was one of the disciples. He said, "That perfume cost a lot of money. Mary should have sold it and given the money to the poor." Jesus knew the truth, that Judas wanted the money for himself. Jesus replied, "Mary did what is right. She honored me. You will always have the poor among you, but you won't always have me here." I want to remind you that we should always be looking for ways that we can serve Jesus. Today, we're actually going to be talking about money in our math class. We will be talking about quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. So I'm going to show you on here how much each of those is worth in case we have forgotten. So a quarter is worth 25 cents. A dime is worth 10 cents. A nickel is worth 5 cents. And a penny is only worth 1 cent. So what you're going to be doing today is cutting out all of this money and gluing it or taping it on here so I can see how much money each of these tags is worth. So if we were to try to figure out how much money it took to make this one that says 8 cents, I would need to glue on 8 cents worth of money. We should always start with our biggest piece of money. So if we're using 8 cents as an example, I know that if I put a quarter, that would be way too much money. If I did a dime, that would be too much money. But I could use a nickel because a nickel's only worth 5 cents. So if I use my nickel, that's worth 5 cents. So if I have 5 cents, if I add a quarter, that would make it way too much money to be 8 cents. If I added a dime, that would make it too much money. Even a nickel would make it 10 cents, and that's more than 8 too. But I could add a penny, so a nickel plus a penny. So now I'm at 5, 6. And now I know I'm on the right track. I can go 7, 8 cents. So I need a nickel, penny, penny, penny. So I would glue that on right here. Nickel, penny, penny, penny. You're going to do the same thing with the rest of these, always starting with your largest amount of money first, so you know if you can go bigger or smaller. So start with a quarter and ask yourself, is this too much money? If it isn't, you can use the quarter. If it's too much money, then move down to a dime, then a nickel, and then a penny. On the back side, you need to add the money yourself. So you're going to add all of the orange money and write it here. All of the purple money, write it there. Green money and the pink money. Start with the largest amount first. It's always a good idea to write where you're at underneath it. So writing 10, 20, 30. That way you know which ones you've counted. Add them all up and write your answers on the side, and that's all you need to do for math today. Let me show you what we get to do for phonics. Erase my board. On the first page, you're going to be working with the sound TCH, which makes the tch sound. Sounds a little confusing by itself, so I will give you some examples. We have k, a, t, ch. Remember this ch together makes the ch. So then we have a t, ch, t, ch. You're going to take and match one of these words to one of these pictures and one of these words to the other picture. I will read through those words for you because they are part of a new set of word families. We have catch, hatch, latch, match, snatch, and scratch. So one of these words will match the picture over here. You need to draw a line to it. On this side, we have itch, ditch, hitch, pitch, stitch, and twitch. One of these words will match one of those pictures. Down here, you need to fill in the bubble that matches the picture. We have ledge, fudge, stitch, pine, catch, peach, crutch, patch, crush. On the bottom and on the next side, we're going to be working with something called alphabetical order. They put the ABCs here to help you. So I'm going to explain how this works using this example right here of drum, bells, and chains. Let me write those words on my whiteboard for you. We have drums, bells, and chains, or chimes, not chains. So, we are putting these in order that we would find them in the alphabet using the first letter. So the first letter in this word is D, the first letter in this word is B, and the first letter in this word is C. So, which of these comes first in the alphabet? I don't have an A here, so I know it's not A. B, oh, B comes first. Out of D, B, and C. B comes first. So I would write a number 1 right here. Now, what one comes next? I have A, B, C. C comes next. So I'd go C, it's number 2. A, B, C, D. And D is number 3. I will show you with one more example what you need to do. Drop my eraser. All right. I will use the example of tapping, banging, clapping, and hitting. So we're going to just look at these words using the first letter, and then you need to put them in order that you find them in the alphabet, just like we practiced. Give me a second to write down all of these words so it's easier for you to see on your screen. You can also be following along on your page as I'm working with you. All right, we have tapping, banging, clapping, and hitting. What we're going to do is only look at the first letter in each word. So for tapping, it's the T. Banging, it's the B. Clapping, it's the C. And hitting, it's H. Then all you need to do is look through the alphabet and see which one comes first. So I can go A, B. Oh, none of these are A, but one of them is a B. So 1, A, B, C. I have a C. Now I go A, B, C, D, E, F. I still haven't found it yet. G, H. Oh, I found my H. That comes next, and H comes before the T. So then let me double check with my T to make sure it's right. So I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. So that is what you need to do with all of these options. They've marked them off in different groups. And then you're going to do the same thing with these choices. Number 1 is just the first one in the order, and then number 2, 3, and 4. You're putting them in the order that you find in the alphabet, starting at A and ending at Z. I want to remind you to do your reading in English and in Spanish. You can be reading other books outside of the ones we sent you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.